Hello guys and welcome back to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. I'm Greg and I'm going to be giving you my predicted lineup for our fixture this weekend against Manchester United, at home at Goodison of course. We're coming off the back of a quite disappointing result against Arsenal last week, the 3-2 loss of course. I don't think we played too badly. I think defensively we looked weaker and I'm going to get into why I think that was later, and it's not going to be what you expect it to be. But, here's a chance to get back on the train. We're at home. I think we stand a good chance here. Obviously, United have had a bit of a kick in form with that big Europa League win midweek. So, they'll be in high spirits, but maybe lower on fitness. Sometimes these midweek fixtures affect teams, especially when they have to travel. I know it's not a huge away game for them, but, let's hope we can reap the rewards of a midweek fixture. In terms of injury updates for you guys, Schneiderlin is going to be on the sidelines for a while. It feels like every time we get a centre mid back from injury, another one goes, except for Toffee who's always fit. So Schneiderlin needs knee surgery. He's going to be on the sidelines for quite a while, I think. Luca Dean is in need of a late fitness test, so I can't say with any certainty if he's going to play. I'm going to keep him out on that basis. And Theo Walcott is fit for this game. I'd be happy in selecting him. So going into the team, Pickford in goal, of course, with Luca Dean on the fringe, not on the fringe, but on teetering on the edge of fitness. I'm going to say Baines, of course, at left back, Yerry Mina and Mason Holgate again at centre back. I think they're our two best centre backs. The more you play them together, the better they're going to be. And then Seamus Coleman, I think, might start at right back. Sidibe is so hot and cold at the moment. One game he's phenomenal, one game he's dreadful. I almost think if we're going to use him, it's better to utilise him as a right mid, because the threat he really has is his ability to cross. Getting forward, he looks fantastic. His assist numbers are good, his creative crosses, the stats on that look great, but defensively he can be so shaky. And I think we might have the old combination of Coleman and Baines back against United here. Interesting to see how they rekindle their full-back partnership. Central mid's a tough area. Gomez, in my opinion, made a cameo against Arsenal that made him completely indispensable. There is no chance you could not include him in this starting lineup. He came on and embarrassed the rest of our centre mids. He was creative, he was calm, he was composed. He changed the way we played through the lines, how we turned defence into attack and how we turned attack into defence as well. So for me, it's absolute nailed on. Gomez should be starting. And next to him, I'd put Delph out of a lack of options. Gylfi Sigurdsson just for me doesn't do enough at the moment. I think Delph is probably the most compatible partner in terms of the two types of player we need in midfield. Davies, that he could be in a shout, but for me, I think it's probably going to be Delph here. Out on the left, Bernard. He's, for me, interchanging with Iwobi at the moment. I think it's a healthy way to do it. A bit of competition within the squad. Two quite good players in the same position is never a thing to complain about. But for me, it's Bernard's turn to step up to the plate and hopefully, knock a few out the park. Then on the right, I would throw Walcott back in, and I have been a heavy critic of Walcott. But sitting down and watching us under Ancelotti, I think he's become quite an important system player for how Ancelotti likes to play his football. Where we get caught out defensively, and you saw this against Arsenal predominantly, is when we're pushing high and a player breaks the press from the opposition team, and they're pretty much free to go through the lines because the full-backs have pushed up on this press. The centre-backs are sort of isolated. And what an Ancelotti team will rely on, or we rely on at the moment, is the wingers being able to come back and fill in those gaps and track the person who might break through the press. Walcott is very good at that because he has the legs, he has the energy, he's full of running. And that's why he's been so effective, and Ancelotti keeps choosing him because he's very good at doing and playing in the way Ancelotti likes the team to play. And we really missed them against Arsenal. You could see almost every one of their goals came from them breaking through the lines. And you think every time they go through or get a ball through, you think, how's it that easy? How's it become that easy? And that's because we're missing Walcott tracking the runner who did get through. Or at least that's my opinion. So for me, Walcott comes back in on the right and hopefully plays quite a crucial role in how we defend. And then I don't need to say it up top. It's obviously Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison. Both scored again against Arsenal despite us losing. Both staying in my fantasy football team. Happy with the commitment I've shown to those two. And you know that those two are only going to come into their primes. You forget how young they are. You forget Richarlison's even younger than Calvert-Lewin. A very exciting strike partnership. So for me, that's the team. Pickford in goal. A backline of Leighton Baines, Yerry Mina, Mason Holgate and Seamus Coleman. Andre Gomez and Fabian Delph in the midfield. And then Bernard and Walcott out left and right. And Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison starting up top together. What do you guys think about that? Are you hoping Lucadine is fit or is Baines, deputising well enough for you guys? Delph or Davies or Sigurdsson, who gets the nod for you? I imagine for some people it probably is Davies over Delph. I can't imagine too many people are going to be making a case for Sigurdsson. Bernard or Iwobi. Does Moise Keane deserve a go? Should Walcott be dropped and Iwobi kept on? Do you think everything I said about Theo Walcott, do you think that was absolute, were you saying, what is he talking about? Walcott's a dreadful player. Tell me if you think I'm being stupid. It was just my observation. But let's hope we can get the win. Crucial part of the season. We need to be picking up points against these teams if we want to compete in Europe next season. That's Europa League, let alone people getting carried away with these Champions League shouts. I will see you guys next time.